Hey, this is Chris with Beer Austin. I'm here with Brian and Tammy Smittle. These guys are Thirsty Planet Brewing. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, welcome to another episode of Over a Pint. So, what are we drinking?
We are having real ales, double Phoenix,
Right. It's a
and
good
double
one.
ESB. So, and she is having.
I'm having a soda because the Surgeon General warns that I should not drink alcohol right now.
All right, Surgeon General.
There you go.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for having us out. Tell me, so you guys are starting a brewery in Austin. All right. Brian, why don't you, you've done some brewing before in the past. You're pretty experienced. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I've been brewing professionally, I guess, since the 91, 92 ski season out in Vail, Colorado. Started at the Hubcap Brewery and Kitchen. Graduated from college, and job market was pretty bad. So I moved out there with my
can
sister.
relate.
Yes. Moved out there with my sister and kind of stumbled onto the brewing job. Had been a home brewer for a little while and started volunteering and ultimately got paid for it. And worked out there for the 91, 92 ski season and the 92, 93 ski season. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And then you worked with a brew pub, right? You started a brew pub?
That was a brew pub called the Hubcap Brewery
Okay.
in Vail and in the village there, and then met some investors that wanted to do a brew pub in Oklahoma. So moved to Oklahoma and had a brewery there in Norman, Oklahoma, and then we had satellite stores in Oklahoma City, Edmond, Tulsa, and moved the beer up there.
Okay.
Just kegged a lot of it and moved a lot of it around. But the main brewery was in Norman.
Okay. And you did that, I guess, until what, 2008?
Until 2008, when my wife and I moved here to Austin to open up the Thirsty Planet Brewing Company.
All right.
Yeah.
What you see now. So, yeah, cheers for that. Thanks,
Cheers to
guys.
that. Been a long road.
So, I guess tell me a little bit about what brought you guys to Austin.
You know, we'd been vacationing down here for quite some time and different conferences. I think the first time I came to Austin was for the Brewers Conference, probably not the last one, but the very first one 13 years ago
Yeah.
to the conference, and really liked the town. And I had some friends that moved down here, and we always kind of came down here for vacation and things like that. And came time to kind of do our own deal, and just looked around for a place that we could start a family, and
Had
kind
a
of spend.
strong sense of community and support local businesses. That was very important to us, and kind of adopt us just like how we wanted to adopt our city. We
Sure.
wanted someone to adopt us, and we could fit in well. And Austin seemed a perfect fit,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it has been.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
good experience so far.
Yeah, and I mean it's really turning into almost like a new brewery mecca.
It really
It's
is, with
real
a
exciting.
lot of other breweries starting up, and the other breweries that are already starting here, whether it be Real Ale or 512 or Independence and all those guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
they all make a great product.
Yeah, definitely, and it'll be exciting to see more on the
Yes.
scene. So I guess tell me a little bit about kind of what stage you guys are at.
Well, you can see all the stainless steel is in kind of behind us. Directly behind us here is a 90-barrel hot liquor tank, a cold liquor tank, a bright beer tank, and then obviously the brew kettle and the mash tun here are a 30-barrel system. We've got some 60-barrel fermentation tanks. Essentially, all of the stainless is in-house and standing up. All of the steam is hooked up. All of the water is hooked up. We're working on some of the refrigeration lines and also some of the electrical stuff that'll be finished up here in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we've got a little bit more concrete work to go on the second floor, and then place the mill. And I think if we get after it, we can probably brew the first batch here within, say, 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
The construction work kind of sometimes takes a little longer than you expect it to. I'm learning that, but I feel like we're pretty close. It's not all the way done, but getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks, that would be mid-March, right?
Right.
That would be yes, approximately the same day. The other baby we're having is coming into the world.
Yeah.
So,
Cheers to that.
cheers to that. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's how we got this way.
Yeah. Thanks.
So I guess tell me, like, out of the gates, you guys plan on you're gonna be kegging? Is there gonna be bottles or cans or anything like that involved?
We eventually plan on bottling. We'll come out of the gates just with the kegs, but eventually there will be we'll do bottles and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
And I guess right now you guys are planning on doing three beer styles.
Start with 3 beers. We're going to do an American Wheat, which will be our lightest beer. It will be called the Yellow Armadillo. He's actually a superhero that has come down to save the world from bland beers.
All right.
The Yellow Armadillo. And then the other beer is the Thirsty Goat.
Amber.
Thirsty Goat Amber. And that'll be a really well-balanced amber beer that'll almost be an Oktoberfest style beer with an ale yeast.
Okay.
Yeah, and so very well balanced. And then we'll do a IPA that is the Buckethead, and that'll be kind of an over-the-top IPA.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be for the true beer lover to enjoy.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I think you were saying that's gonna come in at 70 IBUs, right?
70 to 80 IBUs
Okay.
for our
Yeah.
IPA. Then hopefully we'll do a double bucket head, which will be even a little more extreme.
Oh, yeah. Very
Yeah.
nice. And what's the hop profile on that gonna be?
On the IPA, we're going to use a lot of American hops, Centennial, Mount Hood, Cascade, a lot of those in there.
All
So-
right. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys have a pretty cool feature, something, I guess, in being able to kind of like build your space. You know, you guys are on 5 acres here, right?
Yep.
And building the space, you guys have been able to put in a significant amount of attention to a tasting room. Right?
Correct. Yeah, we've got a tasting room. The building we're in is about 10,000 square feet. The tasting room is probably about 1,800 square feet, and it's going to allow us to have direct interaction, you know, with the customer and things like that. And it's got a lot of tables in it. It'll open up into a patio. We ultimately plan on doing a lot of live music and things like that out here
cool.
for festival setting, you know, settings and things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's real cool. And I think you were telling me earlier that, you know, part of the tasting room is that, you know, you want to be able to do, you were saying experimental batches and.
We're going to get a small little brewing system that'll allow us to do, instead of 1,000 gallons, to do 20, 25 gallons and ferment those up. A lot of, you know, strange exotic things that you may only do once, but you put that out and then let the customer vote on it, whether they like it or not, to become a regular beer, and then add that to your regular lineup and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's really cool. So, yeah, this is really exciting. So hopefully, you know, mid-March, April-ish, we'll start seeing some beers on the taps and drinking Thirsty Planet, and also you guys will have a new baby.
That's correct. That's
Two new
correct.
babies.
2 new babies.
Exactly.
Yeah. So cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
All right. Well,
Right.
I drank that, Doc. All right. Well, thanks a lot for having us out, guys. It's been a lot of fun, and we look forward to trying your beers.
Yeah,
Sounds great.
Okay.
we look forward to that too.
Yeah, definitely.